NWSL Weekly Best 11. This is going to be interesting because it's just me and you, Jordan. We don't have a third. It's just like maybe it might just be like vibes in this one.
Okay.
We might kind of like build it as we go.
Work it up. We'll do the best we can do right here. I feel like this is good.
You know what? And I think just because even though it's just two of us tonight, I just have a feeling we might have some crossover. So this one might be a little bit easier to build. Would you like to start with the forwards, or do you want to start from the back and flesh this one?
Let's start with the back and build up, baby.
All right. So this is who I've got in goal, and I'm curious if we have similar here because it came down to two for me. Okay. But I'm going the way of Claudia Dickey. I absolutely thought she had a phenomenal start in net. She's living up to literally every bit of stat hype that has been expressed around her, both going into those national team camps and now really coming out of them as well, getting right back into the mixer with Seattle Reign. 4 shots on goal that she had to face, ended up coming up with some saves here. And I think for Seattle Reign and Laura Harvey, with what they're kind of building out over the course of this middle phase of this season, could bode well for them during the longer stretch of the second half of the season, where you really kind of find those playoff pushes kind of kicking into gear. Maybe you'll have that game or two that comes your way of the keeper, and I think Claudia Dickey is built for that. So I've got her in goal. Do you want me to just do a shot?
No, yeah, I like that. I had Jordan Silkowitz.
That was my other one.
So she was my other one. I thought she was excellent in the first half, made some spread saves, made a couple of kick saves. She just kept Bay in the game when Portland had some opportunities. So I am good with Claudia Dickey because I think she made the save of the weekend. And you know what? I'm disappointed she didn't get in the national team. I wanted to see her.
I wanted to see those minutes too. I trust in Emma. I trust in the coaching staff. I know I see what they're doing there. And what they're doing.
You're putting everybody else in, right?
Yeah, but it kind of felt like that, right? It's like, this is part of your whole trend-setting ways. Like you're calling people in and giving them the caps.
I'm the only one who doesn't get a cap when I get called in. So
I know that's tough. And honestly,
I'm going to give it to Claudia. I'm going to give you Claudia because of that.
I love it. Maybe we'll let the audience in on that one as well. Because for me too, is on Silkowitz, like she's always been this keeper. I've noticed that she's been the keeper for me, coming kind of the last 3 weeks or so, where I've been like, it's been between so-and-so keeper and Silkowitz. Like it's always been the and Silkowitz. So she's knocking for sure. As far as my back line, I gotta have Casey Kruger on there. We're back at it again. Casey Kruger doing it on both sides of the ball, delivering up the dimes, finding herself on another highlight reel. Here we are once again. And I've also got to give some more love to her defensive backline partner there in Bernal. I want to see Bernal on this backline as well. And I've got Kayla Sharples, and I've got Mallinson for Bay FC and everything that she was doing for them, cooking up the flank. Who do you got in your backline?
Okay, I only had 3 written down because I didn't know if we were going like you would pick a couple, I pick a couple. But the 3 that I have, which I'm comfortable in picking our center backs, because I had Ellie Jean. I thought she had a solid game for Louisville and has been really solid. Like she didn't have a lot of playing time, and now with Ursig moving on, she has stepped into the back line and done a really good job for this racing team. And she got a goal, Sandra, a center back goal. Come on.
I think that we need to have a racing Louisville player on this back line for sure. Yeah. I'm curious too, because I also had like an extra defender just in case like we needed to have like some mix and match here. I also had like Emily Sams on here as well, like as an option. I'm like, do I put Emily Sams in here? Like we're talking about another shutout, another clean sheet. Like maybe I'll concede one of the spare ones. Like, do I take out Bernal and do I like put in Ellie Jean, or like do I like slot? Do I take out one goal scorer for another? Do I take out Mallinson and
I think we take out Sharples, and it's Ellie Jean and Bernal central defenders. I'm good with that.
Okay, so we're gonna take out Sharples and we're gonna put Ellie Jean. We're gonna give Ellie Jean the love on this one.
And then the other 2 I had, the outside backs I had, were Corey Dyke. I know she only played half, but she got a goal, and it was an important goal for Orlando. They haven't been in the greatest form, but I'm happy to substitute that for Casey Kruger. The other player I had was Eme Vignola. I feel like Eme Vignola has been excellent, and she gets the game tying goal at the last few minutes of the game. I just feel like because there's so many big stars, like Tiernan has been excellent, Thompson has been excellent for Angel City, that MA has not gotten enough credit, but she leads the team in like dribbles and interceptions, and she does so much for this team. And she has been talking a lot to us. Like, we got to talk to her a couple of weeks ago, and she talked about how she wanted to be consistent, and I feel like she is being very consistent. So that's my MA plug.
I don't think you have to sell me as hard as you did on Ellie Jean. Now, just thinking about it a little bit, I think, look, sharing is caring.
Yes.
I think we were both in agreement that, like, okay, we should probably keep Kruger and Bednell, and then we've already swapped out Sharples for Ellie Jean, so Ellie Jean's in there. I think I'm going to swap out Mallinson and go with MA. Let's go. MA Vignola is going to make this best 11. Okay, let's move it to this midfield where I'm very, very excited to see what we're going through here. I'm going to let you go ahead and cook first because I feel like I took the lead in the last ones.
I had two players, and just coming off that game with Washington Spirit, I think that a lot of chat will go to Croy Bethune and to Hal Hirschfeld and them playing the full game. But Narumi was everywhere. She would pop in the channel. She would get the ball low. She would get the ball high. And, a little extra, I think, like on the shoulder here to want to play well against her former club. So I have Narumi. And then I got to go with my fellow Santa Clara Bronco with bangers only, Sally Menti in Seattle, or in San Diego, winning for Seattle. She hadn't played a full game in like 7 months, and she just comes in and makes it look like it's no big deal. So I'm going Sally Menti. Those are the two that I picked. So
okay, well, you will be maybe not so surprised to know that I 100% have Sally Menti in my midfield. 100%. I loved watching this player go, and then like just going up against San Diego as well, like a team that is kind of just like pulling the wool over like other people's, like just like letting them know like we're here to compete. This sure this was supposed to be a rebuild year, but these players are out there taking it to the opposition. They are not an easy team to go up against, and you've got Seattle Reign, Laura Harvey putting in players, getting them their minutes, getting them their experience, and then they're like just delivering it. So I absolutely had to have Sally Menti in this one. Mira, one of my favorite midfielders to watch play week in, week out, whether she was with the Courage or definitely now with the Spirit as well. So I am not shocked that we've got some midfielders that are of the same breath. But I do have a trio of midfielders. So my third here is going to go to Vanessa DiBernardo. I absolutely loved everything that she was bringing for the Current over the course of week 11. I don't care where they are in the standings right now. Gotham is another one of those teams that are not easy to play. And in the way that these players and their head coach, Vlatko Nanofsky, DiBernardo, Sharples, these were players who were made available in pre-match availability, who were also kind of singing all of those similar praises to Gotham, that they said this was not going to be an easy game by any stretch at all. And then to do it in the most veteran fashion as the fifth player to reach 200 regular season appearances. You're talking about longevity. You want to buy stock, you buy it in Vanessa DiBernardo, 100%. So I don't know if there's room for a third midfielder for you. We usually do like a 4-3-3 vibes on anything, but I got to see Vanessa DiBernardo on this one.
I want her in it. I love me some Vanessa DiBernardo, so I'm here for it.
Let's go. All right, let's do three forwards. Let's go three forwards. And look, maybe unsurprising to no one, I've got Temwa Chawinga on this one, reminding everyone about that Golden Boot race. It might be close, it might be entertaining, but I am the most entertaining. I'm here to see it for Temwa Chawinga. I've also got Michelle Cooper on this one as well. Ooh. And I've also got Emma Sears. I know we were talking a little bit about having racing players on here. And I'm like, okay, I love that it was Ellie Jean who was on there for you to represent racing. But for me, it's Emma Sears. I got Emma Sears among my forward line as well. How about you?
I like that. That's 3 straight games, I think, for Emma Sears getting goals. She's been excellent. I have 3 different players than you. I felt like Orlando was totally different when Banda came on the game. Yeah. And I get it. She only played 45 minutes. So maybe I want to just give her a shout, and I can concede to your players, but I think it is incredible how much she can shift a game. Didn't get a goal, but like was a part of every good buildup that the Pride had. I have Gift Monday because I loved watching her. Well, we thought we were getting Gift Monday after the game, and I was so excited to chat with her. So I have her on there as well. And then when you chip a keeper, I know Manaka plays as a 10, but she's a 9 at times, so I'm going to put her on the front line. When you chip a goalkeeper on a dead sprint, you automatically get into my best 11. So you pick out of that group, Sandra, who you like, because I think we have a pretty good group there of players.
So many good players here. Oh my goodness, I'm so torn about your argument for Banda. I think there's something to be said about those players who just absolutely turn a game on its head. And
I will just say Banda is on this a lot, and usually it's when she's scoring goals. So I would feel okay with saying, all right, Banda, like, score a goal, would you?
Yeah,
get on this when you can score a goal.
Shifted towards the net. I really do want to get Gift Monday into this lineup. So I think we gave it to Ellie Jean. I gave you Ellie Jean for racing.
Yep.
So I think I'm gonna put Gift Monday in for Emma Sears, because I just Temwa, Chawinga, Michelle Cooper were just absolutely beast moding it this weekend. So I'm gonna go Gift Monday, Temwa, Chawinga, Michelle Cooper to round things out. Okay. We also take the opportunity to name a coach of the week and an honorary captain of the week. For your coach of the week, who do you think should run away with this honor?
I am going with a coach who went into the hardest game, I think, of the weekend, playing San Diego. She coached in her 250th game. No other coach has coached more than 200 games. I'm going Laura Harvey, and you get a win, 2-1, and you get bombs from a rookie and a player that's under 20 years old. Like, I thought that was a great performance from Laura Harvey. She's tweaked so many things, tried to get the most out of this group here, gone back to principles of play, and I got to go Laura Harvey.
Zero argument or pushback from me on this side of things. This will be the first time Laura Harvey has cracked our coach of the week on attacking third, and it is more than earned. One of the most legendary coaches in the league. So absolutely Laura Harvey, our coach of the week. Honorary captain. You know, we got to see some pretty incredible things during that Angel City and Chicago game. But I think one of the other really cool things that we got to see was Savvy King coming back off of medical leave and enjoying the game in the stands with so many of their other teammates and taking in all the sights and sounds. And I loved the reception that she got from the home side. I think we got to give it to Savvy King for honorary captain of the week.
Deal. I love it. Yeah, maybe. Why do I just get emotional during games? It made me emotional seeing her. So to be back where everything happened, to see her smiling and with her team, I think Emma Vignola after the game said, "We're so happy to have her home." That was really cute, and you could tell it brought a boost to the group this week because they haven't been able to see her. So I like Savvy King as our honorary captain.
Let's keep it locked in. That's a wrap for us today. I love that everybody was letting us know who they wanted to see sprinkled across this best 11. Thanks for tapping in. Everyone agreed that we should have made Dickey the goalkeeper. So they got to be the tiebreaker, and we're keeping Dickey
perfect
the goalkeeper between So Good